Hi, this is Apocalypse Radio, your DJ Wags taking you through this apocalypse. It's 2023's year. Today's the 8th day of February, so they tell you. This here's a clip I found. A gentleman here, I don't know who he is, but he's explaining to you what's coming with your WEFers and your Eat Your Bugs. So I'm going to be quiet and let him talk. Listen to this.
Agenda 21 is kind of a code name for a master plan originated at the United Nations to change the political and economic system of the world to one of total collectivism. And in order to do that, people must not be allowed to have independence. They must be dependent on the state for everything. Otherwise, they won't be easily controlled by the state. That means they can't have private property, mostly. They cannot have land of their own. They have to live in preferably high-rise apartments that are provided to them by the state as a benefit, so to speak. Oh, good, we got a free apartment. But these people at the top want all humans to be dependent on the largesse of the state. That means that they don't want anybody living out in the boonies. Anybody that's got a couple of acres of land and his own water supply and can grow his own food and that kind of thing, or have some sheep or some chickens, these people are a threat to the collectivist society because they aren't going to go to the politicians and say, please feed me, please clothe me, please give me shelter. They tend to be independent. That's the secret behind Agenda 21. They want people out of the country. They want corporations out there growing all the food and that kind of thing, but they don't want anybody living out there because that way they cannot be controlled. In order to control mankind, we have to get them all into the big cities. We have to rack them up and stack them up, get them dependent on the state for their food, their shelter, their electrical power, their water, everything. That's the dirty secret behind Agenda 21.
I gotta remember to turn on my microphone soon. All right, this is Gates of Hell. I'm gonna repeat this. CO2 equals people times services, etc., times energy times CO. The problem is you're the letter P, and that's why everybody starts laughing here. So here we go. I'm going to quiet this up. We're going to end it here with the Billy Goats of Hell. He owns your farms. He owns your new fake meat. He owns everything. It's amazing how he just positioned himself right in there. See how that worked? But when you got the help of a demon, the top one, by the way, I guess that's how it rolls. Welcome to the apocalypse. I hate to tell.
So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. That's back from high school algebra, but let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on
There's a reason it clips right there, because he says if we do a really great job, then a certain percentage of the letter P will be missing by a certain time. See how that works? This is Wags over your DJ over at Apocalypse Radio. You better start growing food or pretend nothing's happening.